What's up guys, Houndish here, and it's that time of the week where of course we get This Week at Bungie, so we're going to jump in and round up the details for this week's update. One of the big things that Bungie do talk about is the Empyrean Foundation, so they give us details about exactly what we're going to have to do, and there is a community event element of the Empyrean Foundation as well, which is pretty interesting. Bungie also talk about some of the updates they deployed this week, exotic bugs, glitches, and further known issues with the game, and then they talk about Guardian giveaways, Twitch Prime loot, and a few other things which we'll round up in the video. So guys, as always, I hope you enjoy this one, but without further delay, let's get into it. So the first thing that we should mention inside of this video is that the Winter's Guile and the Wormgod's Caress, of course the exotic gauntlets for Warlocks and Titans, are once again broken and have been re-disabled after the update that we had on Tuesday. So Bungie did try and fix that issue. And basically it came back, I believe, I never got a chance to actually try it, but basically you just had to switch gauntlets twice instead of once in order to retain the damage stacks, which is pretty crazy. So it looks like we're going to be missing both of those exotics for a little while once again. Also on the subject of bugs and issues this week in the game, Bungie do say that earlier this week, when they deployed 2.71, of course they discovered a problem causing players to lose various currencies. The team immediately took action and brought the game down for maintenance while we worked to discover the source of the issue. And we did this to minimize any further impact to players, and ended up doing the first ever character rollback in Destiny's history to ensure that no one lost any of their hard-earned materials. We're sorry for any inconvenience caused by the unexpected maintenance, and appreciate everyone's patience while we work to get the game back online. And so that's pretty interesting, the first time Bungie actually had to do that ever in the history of Destiny. But of course the big news piece for this week at Bungie is for the Empyrean Foundation. So they say, next week, the Empyrean Foundation rebuild effort begins. Saint 14 will ask all Guardians to contribute to building a beacon that will be a foundation for things to come next season. The Tower Obelisk will be the focal point of this event, so make sure you have it unlocked and ready to go, as it's going to have some hefty benefits to take advantage of. And I've been giving you guys that tip for a little while now, but Bungie go on to say players will need to come together and contribute resources towards a common goal, and to participate, players can donate their Fractaline using the Tower Obelisk. This event will have 7 stages, each requiring increasing amounts of Fractaline to progress through, and there will also be a hologram at the Tower Obelisk where you'll be able to track the community's progress in-game. And so that's pretty interesting, there is a community event element to this, and our input during the event is totally going to affect the progress, but Bungie go on to say, of course we aren't going to ask you to fork out over your hard-earned Fractaline without providing some benefits, so contributing to the Empyrean Foundation costs 100 polarized Fractaline. Contributing Fractaline will generate a 25% flat progression for all time-lost weapon bounties in your inventory. And so every time you make a donation, you're going to get 25% progress through all of your currently held time-lost weapon bounties. And then our Tower Obelisk will generate polarized Fractaline for us each week, the equivalent to its resonance power. And of course we increase its resonance power by upgrading other obelisks, and players who donate more than 5,000 polarized Fractaline before the end of the season will earn a triumph and an emblem. And so they show us what the emblem is going to look like right here, obviously with a bit of that Osiris kind of Mercury theme going on. But Bungie go on to say that everyone in the community will also receive a shader when all stages are completed. So this is the list of community goals at 7 different stages. And so for stage 1, we are required to donate 400 million polarized Fractaline. I believe I've got that number right, that's a lot of zeros, but stage 2 will consist of 700 million, and then stage 3 will require 1.2 billion, and then the numbers for stage 4, 5, 6, and 7 are actually hidden. Obviously that is very interesting. Bungie say that everyone is welcome to contribute, and this event will be available to all Destiny 2 players and doesn't require the Season Pass. You can start prepping this week by stockpiling Fractaline and making sure that your Tower Obelisk is powered up and ready to go. So what do you guys think about this? It definitely appears to be a different format for one of these kinds of event. And obviously Bungie aren't necessarily revealing all of the secrets of the event. We have a few stages there where we don't actually know how much we're going to have to donate. But also, spoiler alert, if you haven't heard anything about the recent data mines, obviously a lot of players have spoken about a data mine from Jinsa that suggested a possible return of Trials of Osiris in the next season for Destiny 2, which is of course Season 10, but also is apparently going to be called Season of the Worthy. And funnily enough, Bungie have kind of substantiated that leak by saying that we are indeed building a beacon that will be a foundation for things to come next season. One of the secrets about the Empyrean Foundation that we discussed is the quest mission worthy itself? So we spoke about this in the database, and players also randomly spotted it inside of the Destiny 2 UI since the update. And the glitch allows us to see the description for the mission, so we need to provide tremendous support towards the restoration effort and rekindle the lighthouse to usher in a new age of Guardians. And it's interesting that it says a new age of Guardians, but nonetheless that preview once again confirms that we need to make that 5,000 fractaline donation to the Foundation before we'll actually be able to access the mission. Because this is a quest mission, folks have spoken about the possibility of an exotic reward or something. But we should bear in mind that DMG recently said that essentially we've seen all of the exotics for Season 9 now, and clarified that the roadmap holds what actually remains, so it doesn't look like we're going to be getting another exotic or another quest this season. But bear in mind that donation, and otherwise I'm very curious to get your thoughts about the Empyrean Foundation. And of course the leaks and things that we spoke about before Bungie's announcement that also indicated that return of Trials of Osiris for Season 10. Up next though, in This Week at Bungie, they say, this week, the Bungie store is celebrating Guardians everywhere with a giveaway contest featuring curated collections of Destiny gear, including sold-out Shadowkeep Collector's Editions signed by the Bungie team. And for a limited time, a variety of discounted merchandise bundles are available on the Bungie store. So to enter, follow the Bungie store on Twitter and retweet the current giveaway post and add hashtag Guardian Giveaways. The contest ends on February 4th, 2020, and entries are allowed from the EU, UK, USA, and China, so you can check that out if you're interested. That'll be linked in the twab below. But then Bungie also reiterate that the Guardians for Australia shirt is still available for pre-order on the Bungie store, which of course also will come with this Starbright emblem in thanks for helping support Australia's firefighting and animal rescue efforts. So once again, reminder that the link will be in This Week at Bungie. Now though, in other news, we spoke briefly the other day about Twitch Prime rewards, but now they're actually live in the game, and so Bungie have teamed up with Twitch Prime to deliver in-game rewards to any player with an active Twitch Prime membership. So you do have to visit the Twitch page, and then actually go ahead and link your Bungie.net account in order to receive 6 monthly gear drops in the game. Each drop is going to contain 4 rewards, which includes exotic weapons, ghosts, ships, sparrows, emotes, and weapon ornaments from previous seasons. And so Bungie are kind of saying specifically that they're not going to feature any content from a current season. But the first gear drop will run from now until February 25th and include the Soros Regime, the Coupe de Main ornament, the Skyline Flipside exotic ghost shell, and the unsecured Outcry exotic ship. So it's pretty interesting that you can acquire exotic weapons via a Twitch Prime membership now. Obviously, this is definitely going to be focused much more towards new players of the game, whether it's getting new players on board right now or existing new light players. And they say that when a gear drop is available, eligible players can claim the rewards on a specific page, and I'll link all of those pages down below. And then basically, once you've redeemed it, you go to Amanda Holiday in the Tower Hangar to actually pick up the rewards. And so I'll link all of the appropriate web pages down below if you want to check that out. Could potentially be worth doing if you already have a Twitch Prime membership, but of course, whether any of the rewards will actually be useful is a different matter. For today though guys, that's everything we've got to round up inside of this video, so if you've enjoyed it, a rating is very much appreciated. Also feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to keep posted with everything related to Destiny 2. Once again, a quick shout to my sponsor Now Drinks, who've just launched their new flavour, Pineapple Twist, and of course, Now Drinks make healthy drinks for gamers, which help improve focus and memory without the caffeine, the sugar, and all of that not so good stuff. If you want to check that out, the link will be down below, and if you use code Houndish in the store, you'll get a free shaker with every single purchase. But otherwise, let us know what you think about the stuff we've spoken about in the video. And also, Bungie did post a new trailer for the Bastion quest, so if that's something you want to check out for the sake of checking it out, I will run it now. But otherwise guys, thanks for watching, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.
What is this? My old weapon? No, your new weapon. You seem to improve everything you touch, Guardian.